I wanted to go to church. They give me all these rules and regulations. God's not giving you rules and regulations. God's giving you the guide to steer yourself through the madness. That's how you be led by the Spirit. Right away, he's trying to take something from me. He's the one that gave you life. He's going to take you away from life? Nah. You say, oh, I need this stuff. No, you don't. You just voided his presence in your life, and it makes you think you need something besides him. Somebody asked me one time, I said, there ain't a good enough dope in the world to make me walk away from what he is. You ain't experienced them yet. They ain't pretty enough. They ain't smooth enough. They ain't got enough money. It ain't got enough nothing to draw you away from him if you touched him one time. You touch him one time, you'll be jacked up for life. It'll come in every package, every style, every money. It'll come in everything. And you'll be looking at it and go, you can have this. Like Monty Hall. Remember? Behind door number 3, you can have the Cadillac. Blah, 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 and you go, sorry, if it's taking me from him, it ain't worth it. Why? Because I've touched him. And when you touched him, you're jacked up forever. Why? Because when you've seen how good he is, there ain't nothing in the world that good. Yeah, that looks all right, but you didn't see him yet, man. When you see him like Jacob seen him, and he just stared you down, he said, now you're a nation. You're a what? I'm a loser, God. On paper, I'm a failure. On paper, I don't qualify. On paper, I'm a drunk. On paper, I'm a drug addict. On paper, you're a prostitute. On paper, I'm a delinquent. On paper, it doesn't pan out. He said, I don't care what paper says. I got some paper that says something different about you. I got paper that says you're redeemed, righteous, made in my image, formed in my fashion, got my power and my ability in you. And you see that, and that gets off on you, and you start rubbing up against that. He said, nah, love you just the way you are. Woo! You come out of there, hey, what? He's too good, man. He's too good. Come on, let's go down here, sip him and tip him. Nah, man, it's going to take me from the greatest friend I ever had or ever will have. Oh, come on over here, let's do a little of this. No, why? See, this is the thing we got to get the world to see, that we say, oh, you're giving them a license to sin. If you tell them God will just forgive them all the time, and God's so merciful, and God's all loving, and God's so good, you got to give them rules and regulations. Because if you don't give them rules and regulations, they're just going to go do what they want to go do. They're just going to go act ugly. They're just going to go act silly, and they're going to live like the devil, and they're going to be goofy, and they're all going to be crazy, and you better give them rules and regulations. But no, you know what you're supposed to do? Go tell them how good he is. Go tell him that he will forgive him 1,000 times. Go tell him that he has mercy that endures forever and ever. Go tell him that what? No matter what, for the Lord is good and his mercy endures forever and ever. Go tell him that. Go tell him that no matter what they did, he can forgive. Go tell him that no matter what they said, he'll wash away. Go tell him all that. Go tell him all that. See what they do. No, he ain't like, no, he's that good. He'll wash away your sin as far as from the east and from the west. You can't even catch up to it. Go tell them that. Oh, Pastor, you're going to give him a license to sin. Then they didn't see him yet. And then one day, just for 1 minute, that light will come on. Man, I can't run away from this love, can I? Nope. Man, I can't cuss him out to even get him to leave me alone. Nope. I can't destroy myself. You know why most people get in trouble? They're trying to destroy themselves. You know why? Because they want to destroy the image of what they don't think they can live up to. But I got bad news for you. It's what you've been made. Might as well just sell out and do it. I got that text that was pretty good. You know what the thing said? It was by the time it was done. It said about the calling on the inside of you. You might as well just, you've been elected to it whether you wanted it or not. You can't veto the thing. So he said, it was like on a little text, it said, you might as well just go do the thing because there ain't no way to get out of it. You think you could pummel it, you know what I mean? Like, oh, let me just, my destiny. Disqualified. God goes, nah, didn't even damage it, didn't even touch it. Still there, ready to go. You know, if I go act like the biggest screw up I could possibly be, then everybody will stop believing in me. Sorry, God's always going to believe in you. When I could pummel myself, let me see if I could drag myself to the lowest point I've ever been, so I'm like the drag of society where I just feel like that's it, it's over. That gift will still keep crying out. Nope, I'm still here. I'm here waiting for you. You ready now? Oh, come on, go away. Sorry, ain't going away, because I still see you the way I created you and made you. Woo! Tell you, get a revelation of that. You'll run out there and serve him. Man, you too good. Ain't nobody this good. Every friend I would have treated like you, God would have left. Everybody I would have did like that, God, they would have quit. Every time I fell down, somebody, you too good, I'm here. And it leads you to what? Serve him. Because he never changes. He's the Lord who changed not. He don't love you with that conditional stuff. What they say disqualify you, you've been qualified. Get this. Go to 2 Corinthians 4. You there? Verse 3. I know it sounds pretty wild, but get that image. Some of you, that helped you. Oh, you made a mistake. Who hasn't? Oh, you're not perfect. I don't want to hang out with a bunch of perfect people. You ever been around now? They're liars. Yeah, I'm a perfect bunch of perfect people. Yeah, they're about as phony, lying Hollywood you ever seen. Come on. Look, what? But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are, watch this, in whom the God of this world, that's the devil. Okay? Because he's got to reign on the earth. Okay? He's got to reign on the earth where he could what? Deceive mankind. So that's what he's got, yeah. Then he'll be shackled to a bottomless pit after his 1,000-year reign, and then it's done. Okay? So where's the devil? He's in the earth doing what? Blinding the minds of them which believe not. Okay, watch this. Here we go. Here's our job. Every Christian, look at your neighbor, say, here's your job. Look at your other neighbor. Look at your other neighbor, say, here's your job. Come on, do the neighbor thing right. Some of you are letting down your neighbor. Look at your neighbor. Say, here's your job. You ain't doing it, man. Do it. Follow simple instructions. No wonder why you guys ain't walking in light. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor, here's your job. Look at your other neighbor. Say, here's your job. All right, man. Follow simple instructions like a good soldier. Will you, for crying out loud? Look, now get this. Why do I want you to do it? Because a little humor is good for you, but watch where it comes down to. Watch this. What? What's it say? Least what? Least the light of this glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should do what? You see it? Don't let it shine, man. You see what he's saying there? Why? For we preach not ourselves, but Christ the Lord, and ourselves your servants for Jesus' sake. Go back to verse 4 for me, though, buddy. Look at that. The devil has blinded their minds. They don't see straight. Now watch the battle. The battle is what? At least the light of this glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine in them. Don't let them get an image of it. Don't let them see it. Don't let them see it. Why? Because if you can see it, you can do it. If you can get a glimpse of it, like, guess what? I can maybe do that. So what does he try to do? Don't let them see it. Don't let them see it, because if they see it, they might believe they can do it. So don't let them see it. Now, how do we do it? We do it through preaching. We do it through life. We do it through stuff. We do it through, but it happens through the illumination. What happens? The minute it shows up, boom, what does it do? It casts an image of something you can be. Come on, right? When you see it, what do? You don't see Jesus like, oh, Jesus walking in love. You see Jesus walking like with a big heart on his head. Come on. You know what I'm saying? When you see Jesus walking in love, what do you see? Come on. You see the acts of love. You see the mercy of forgiveness. You see like a Mary Magdalene. You see a Lazarus. You see whatever you see. You put an image together. Don't let that image shine. No. Don't let that forgiveness thing shine. Don't see yourself like a world changer. Don't think you're a champion. Don't let it shine. Well, like, hey, don't let them see it. Whoa, wait. Don't let them get a look at it. Why? Because if this image shines and they can see it and they can buy into it, they can have it. So if we don't ever let them see it, they'll never know. And if they never know, then they can't change. That's our job. You say, why do you want these lost people to show up here? Let them see it. What's it take to get them in the door? I don't care if I got to give them coffee, raffles, whatever, eat ding-dongs, whatever. Get in here. Why? See it. See it. Fruit Loops, whatever we got, Lucky Charms, get whatever you got to get. What? Let them see it one time. You've seen it. That's why you got it. Yeah, he's been coming for a while. He's seen it a long time ago. Now he got it. You've seen it. You've seen it. You see it. What did you see? You got a glimpse of him. You got a glimpse. You had religion before, and then you seen it. What did you see? You seen the truth of it. You seen the love of it. You seen the genuineness of it. You seen the compassion of it. You seen the mercy of it. You seen the grace in it. You seen the forgiveness in it. You seen, I don't know how whatever you needed to see, you saw. And when you see it and that light shines through, it grips your heart. It pricks the heart of man. And that's when you change. But if they never get a chance to see or hear, they never get a chance to change. So whatever we got to do to let them see and hear.